Have you ever heard the phrase, what is meant for you will not pass you by? I'm sure you've heard it a million times, and I agree with it, but with one very important caveat that nobody talks about. Yes, what is meant for you will find you, but only if you stop holding onto it so tightly that you choke all of the fun out of it. Every time I've tried to force something in my life, sometimes I'll get that thing that I want, but it usually comes with stress, burnout, and drama. And honestly, the joy ends up getting sucked out of it. But every important thing in my life, everything that has shaped who I am, it has come in the most absurdly effortless kind of way. And I want to share two examples with you because they're reminders for me and maybe for you that alignment and timing matter way more than hustle ever will. So, the show that I perform at Universal that I've been in for the past 10 years, the same show that I was in while I was pregnant with all three of my babies, I never actually auditioned for it, not in the normal sense. So I was in another show at Universal that was closing. And one day I just so happened to be at the dance studio where they were having callbacks for this other show, but I wasn't there for the callback. I was there for something totally different. And the choreographer, who knows me from the show that was closing, looks at me and says, "Oh, hey, are you here for the callback?" And I was like, "No, I'm here for something else. I didn't audition this time." And next thing I know, she said to me, "Oh, you should just come in. You should just come in and for the callback." And I was like, "Okay, I'll just come in the room." Like, so next thing I know, she goes in the room and talks to them, I guess, and I guess they wanted to see me. And I went in and they had me sing the soprano one part, which is the melody, and it was super easy. And I happened to be in a group of three that that we sounded really good together. It was a three-part harmony thing, and I wound up doing the dance call, and it went so well because I didn't feel the pressure because I wasn't even supposed to be there anyway. And it just went really well. And I wound up booking it. Like, isn't that crazy? So that one random moment shaped the next 10 years of my life. Not because I pushed for it, not because I tried to manifest it or anything, but because it was pure alignment, the right place at the right time. And I have another example for you, the purchase of our current home. When I say the housing market was insane at this time, I mean insane. Prices were skyrocketing, there were bidding wars, people waiving inspections, and we really had no business trying to buy a house in that climate. But something in me kept nudging me. We were outgrowing our old place, and we wound up doing it for sale by owner because we had so much interest, even just in our own neighborhood. And within 2 days, someone in our neighborhood gives us a full price cash offer. So then we started looking for a new house, and that was a total roller coaster. We kept losing out on offers, and we didn't have strong leverage, and on paper, it shouldn't have even worked. Then one day we found this hidden gem of a house that we're in right now, and I love it so much. We happened to be the first people to see it. We put in an offer, and they accepted it immediately because they just wanted to get rid of the house. And then here's the curveball, the appraisal comes in lower. We literally couldn't get approved for the full price. And so that should have been the end of the road for us because the mortgage company wasn't going to give us all the money that we had offered them. But because this just so happened to be the time in my life when I was consistently meditating every day, I was very in tune with what was going on. And I had this weird sense of calm about the whole situation. Like, I was like, no, that's our house. You know, we'll figure it out, whatever. So we told them about what happened with the appraisal, and they lowered the price to the appraisal price. Like, I still don't I like chills when I think about it. Like, how is that possible? They came down like so much so we could get the house, and that was incredible. Like, from the outside, it looked like we were fighting through this huge, stressful, complicated process, but inside it just felt effortless. We worked with these super nice people throughout the whole thing, everything that just unfolded beautifully. I wasn't forcing or panicking, and there was still a lot of action involved for sure, but I was just following the next inspired step and letting the universe fill in the rest. And that whole experience rewired me. Here's the truth I keep coming back to: you can absolutely effort your way into things. You can grind and push and white knuckle your desires into reality. But the best things, the things that truly belong to you, they flow right to you when you're relaxed, open, and receptive. Because forcing isn't power. Forcing is fear dressed up as productivity. When you ease off the urgency, when you let yourself be guided instead of muscling everything, the timing becomes perfect. The way it unfolds becomes fun. The process feels like flow, not tension. And you don't have to earn the good stuff by struggling first. What's meant for you won't pass you by, but you can absolutely slow it down by gripping too hard. So maybe today, give yourself permission to release the thing you keep trying to micromanage. Make space for better timing. Make space for better surprises. Because the universe might have an easier and way more magical path lined up for you than the one you're trying to build from scratch. So I hope this inspired you today. And, sometimes you just have to get out of your own way. I'll see you next time.